What does it mean by SOHCAHTOA? SOHCAHTOA are trigonometric ratios that involves the different parts of a right triangle, and these are the given angle, we will denote it as theta, and then the hypotenuse, the opposite side of the angle, the adjacent side of the angle. And SO stands for sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. Ka stands for cosine of the angle is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. TOA stands for tangent of the angle is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent. Now, the position of the opposite side and the adjacent side depends on the position of the angle. Let's say we will transfer the position of theta to the other angle. Now, the opposite and the adjacent will also change its position. So the adjacent is always at the side of the angle, and the opposite side is literally the opposite side of the angle. There are actually 6 trigonometric ratios. These are sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. However, sine is just a reciprocal of cosecant, cosine is just a reciprocal of secant, and tangent is a reciprocal of cotangent. This is the reason why we just focus on these 3 trigonometric ratios, to lessen the number of formulas to remember. So let's have an example and use SOHCAHTOA to solve the missing part of a right triangle. For example, we have a given side 18 and an angle 40 degrees, and we have a missing side, which is the hypotenuse. So what are the parts involved in this problem? That is the angle, the opposite side to the angle, and the hypotenuse. That means we need to use the SAW, or sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So let's substitute what are given and what are missing. So sine of 40 degrees is equal to 18, which is the opposite, over the missing side, that is the hypotenuse. We will denote it as x. Then multiply both sides with x so that the x in the denominator will be gone. So we will cancel out the x on the right side and then divide both sides by sine of 40 degrees so that x will be isolated, and then we will get the value of x, which is approximately equal to 28.003. So let's have another example. We have a given angle that is 50 degrees, hypotenuse that is 20, and a missing adjacent side. So which trigonometric ratio are we going to use? We have a given angle, hypotenuse, and a missing adjacent. That means we will use Ka, or cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's substitute. Cosine of 50 degrees is equal to the missing, which is x, over the hypotenuse, which is 20. Then we will multiply both sides by 20 so that the denominator 20 will be gone and x will be isolated. So 20 times cosine 50 degrees is equal to x. Then let's use our calculator to compute 20 times cosine 50. That means 12.86 is equal to x. Or you may write it this way: x is equal to 12.86. That means the adjacent side has a length of 12.86 units. How about this example? We have a given sides 15 and 12, and the missing is the angle. So what are involved here? The angle, the opposite side, and the adjacent side. So which trigonometric ratio are we going to use? That means we need to use TOA, or tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So let us substitute. So tangent of the angle, which is the missing, is equal to 15, which is the opposite, over 12, which is the adjacent. Then to solve for the theta, we need to transfer the tan to the other side. In order to transfer it, we need to use the inverse tangent. To do this in your calculator, you press Shift and then press tan, and you will get the value of the angle, which is 51.34 degrees. You have to make sure that the mode of your calculator is in degree, not in radian. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have learned from this video. Please support my channel by pressing the subscribe button, and also write the math topics you want to learn on the comments section.